and it looks like it's going to have to be modified straight out of the packet. But what's unusual about that?
Welcome back to Garage Kei. On this episode, I'll be working on Talto. Talto is my white CN21S Alto works. For the backstory of this car, check out the playlist Special K. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm really interested to see what the floor's like underneath this carpet. Is it rusted to shit, or is it pristine, or somewhere in the middle? Find out next time on Garage Kei.
Yeah. Yo.
Wow, that's rooted. Oh, it's right through. Oh, yeah, look at that. She's, oh yeah. Yeah, that's so that's just more reason to not keep this chassis. Rusted right through. Look at that. All right, so that's the end of that. You gotta see this. Now, I really want to have this carpet in my Alto because it looks so nice, but the amount of time I've spent vacuuming it already and it's still not 100% makes me wonder if that's a good choice. It's textured and it's really deep. It's very nice carpet, but shit just sticks to it. Like, it actually doesn't look that bad on camera, but I can tell you that there's little bits of stuff still in it. I'm not happy with it. Yeah, all right, so I've just lifted this up and all of the underlay yeepa is still stuck here, which is not good. And same deal over here. I should get a screwdriver and poke at this. So people are going to ask, where do Altos rust? Here. Right there. Well, that's going to save me time with the grinder. I don't have to cut that part. Whoa, I need to vacuum all that out. All right, need to get that and that, and then we should be good. Why the hell didn't they use a bolt, like a proper bolt? The hell's that shit? Oh, horrible. Random hole. There's one here too. I wonder what they held down. Right, rear seat is loose. Can we get... Why did they do that? Everything's a screw in this car. Why? I'm surprised it's not like... I mean, that's actually, you know, bolt thread, machine thread. I'm surprised they're not just self-tappers. Oh, crap. Oh, wow. That's a no from me. Let me try 2 hands. That's what she said. You mother... All right. Impact. Oh, what? I wasn't filming that whole time. Well, that sucks. So someone asked me this week if the fuel pump could be accessed from underneath the rear seat, and there is your answer. That is a solid no. I removed this rubber plug and it's just, I mean, it's to nowhere. The other one goes to the ground. Yeah, so there's not really much to this. I don't know if I'll use these or the other ones in my blue Alto. I kind of like these ones. I love the pocket. But yeah, I don't know. Find out on another episode of Garage Kei. Pretty cool. Kind of roomy. Not a lot of height though. Like yep, it's not exactly good, is it? Right, what do we got? Oh, there's a screw holding the carpet in here. So I'll need to get that out. Wonder if that's OEM or not. I mean, yeah, it kind of looks like it, yeah. Okay, so that's just tucked in underneath the wall. And this one will be the same. Yep, just a tuck. And up she comes. Most of it. Check that out in the floor. That seems to, oh no, we're a bit chunky there. I wonder if I should peel this stuff up a bit and have a look underneath. That will give me an insight as to whether I need to be worried in the other car or not. This is scrap anyway, so just pick this up and see. Look at this though. Like, these have been stepped on and pushed into. That's crazy. Like, what are these for, I wonder? I'd love to know. If you know what they're for, green and black wire. And this is well, that's illumination. That's what that is. That's illumination, and that'll be an earth. So maybe this is for like automatic or something. Dunno. Interesting. We got anything under here? That's a plastic push-in thing, so we'll be swapping that out for my trusted riv certs. You know that, right? Yeah. Look at that shit. How do you come out? You got another one. Oh, you got another one. There's another one underneath here. You've got to you got to do the hokey pokey. Ugh. That's real shit. Okay. Alright, that's out of there. We're not even going to reuse those. We're not reusing those either. We'll drill that out to 9 and put a riv cert in there. So that's carpet out. Why didn't you keep this? It's all full of dust and horrible. Like, if I want this stuff, I should just go buy some new stuff and then cut it to the right shape. But I don't think I want that because these doors are known to leak. I'm not sure whether it's through here or underneath. In through there, this fills up with water and rusts the floor out. But it's interesting that this is rusted. I wonder why. Like, water's gotten in there and then couldn't get out, or I don't know what's happened. Why would that have rusted? We've got some rust here too happening. I don't know why. Interesting. If you have some theories as to why that particular part rusted out, leave them in the comments. Let me know, because I don't actually have a clue as to why that particular place would rust. Perhaps removing that plastic grommet there will reveal some things, but I don't know. Get this over here. Nah, that didn't reveal shit, except that it's all connected. Realistically, no carpet's probably the best way to go because it'll give all the metal a chance to dry, but nobody really wants to drive around in a car with no carpet unless it's a race car, which my Alto is not. I have no intention of making my Alto into a race car. That's what the Altez is for. Though the Alto is probably faster than the Alteza. I don't know if I'll use that. That's a bit rusty for me, if I'm honest. I need to get all of that out though, because I need all of that to put in the other car. But we're not going into that yet. Well, we could. The other car's got column shift here, so I don't know if the steering column is the same or not, but I don't think it is. Let's go have a bit of a look. All right, so this one's a bit of a half-breed, it looks like. I don't think there's any way that this is part of this column shift stuff, right? I reckon that weld was done by the previous owner, not Suzuki. What do you think? Maybe it's all retrofitted, like this might be out of an H chassis. You get that? All right. Back to this. And he's just retrofitted it in with the column shift because he wanted the bench seat and just welded this on. That could be very well what he did. I don't want column shift, but power steering would be cool, right? Like, who wouldn't want power steering? And I've got the keys. Like, does this key work too? You're kidding me. No. God. That one does. This one doesn't. What the f? Okay, alright, well, we got one key at least. I wonder what that's for. Who knows? Who knows, mate? And this is that's the computer that was underneath the seat. I think that's automatic computer. Yeah, as you can see, mine's not rusty in here, but I am kind of worried about what's going on under here. Oh, I have got rust in here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Am I going to find a hole? Yeah, it's just rusting from underneath the seam sealer. It hasn't gone right through, right? So we've caught it in time by the looks of it. I'll need to sandblast that and then treat it. But more importantly, figure out why it's happening. Why is it rusting underneath the seam sealer? Alright, well, it was my plan to repaint the entire interior anyway, so that's good. I'll have to check out that other side as well. You'll notice that this has got some plate covering up the hole and some dodgy welds going on, holding that on, so we'll have to find out what's going on there. But that will not be today. So yeah, there's so much going on here, it's weird. So much going on. Like, where did this thing come from? Is that in the other one? Is that underneath this in the other car? Let's go have a look. Kinda. It doesn't look the same to me though. Does it look the same to you? Let's go have another look. Weird, man. Oh, it's just not bolted on, I see. Yeah. It's the same, it's just not connected at the moment. I don't really know what to do because I want to sell the column shift stuff. I don't want that. Someone else could be using that, but at the same time I want to keep the power steering. So I wonder if there's a way that I can marry the top half of that one with the power steering of this one, or that's just going to be too much of a headache, because this one doesn't have an adjustable column, whereas the other one does. So adjustable column or power steering. The obvious answer is power steering, but I want my cake and eat it too, so that might be another mission that I go on that I probably shouldn't. Anyway, these retro door skins. I'm just not a fan really, because they get wet and fragile and shit. Also, this is not staying like this, but I do like the cup style handles, so I'll be keeping those if possible. I'm going power windows, so I'll have this style. Yeah, and that's the inside of this Alto too. Obviously there's a lot to clean up in here. The bench seat has to come out and be sold because I don't want that. I don't want column shift, so that has to come out, but I do need to figure out what's going on here and whether I'm gonna have to grind that off or not. I mean, I don't think that's how Suzuki intended this to be. It's all a bit floppy and wobbly. If you ask me, I reckon old mate did it. Old mate was a welder. Had a go at that. Fabricator. He fabricated the truth. But it does seem to work, so it does all seem to work. Maybe. Oh, nothing's gonna work in this car now. Look at that shit. So this is the parking brake lock. So you throw it in park and you can't get it into neutral unless the key is turned. Yes, that's what that is. This could be H chassis. I'll have to look up some part numbers, like if I can find some, that is, on the steering column, and find out what that's actually out of. Look at this. This is a cool spot to hide a screw. And it really was just a screw, like. Seat belts like this work really well for like picking up engines and shit. You hook that onto your engine crane and then loop that over something. These things can hold a hell of a lot of weight before they snap, so if you tie knots in them or whatever, you can pull all sorts of things. That's not a tip. I don't suggest you do that. I have done that and I'm still alive. Don't try this at home. It wouldn't really matter if you sued me. What are you gonna get? Alto parts. Ugh. Yeah. There's a bit more rust for you. Yeah, all good. Oh, this one's got a clip on it. That's interesting. I didn't stay on there very long. Just fell straight off. Sweet. Oh, what's that? Is that like an air tank or something? Interesting. What is that? You have a look. This tank goes to a pipe, and this pipe goes all the way up to here. Get out of there. Okay. Ah, mosquitoes, man. They're killing me. I've returned covered in skin vape to hopefully avoid the mosquitoes. Do not spray on face. Oh, right, okay. Well, that's where they're biting them, so. What a hell. This tank connects to the filler, right? And then there's a hose that runs up there. Now, I'm sure that's a breather, but why the f does it go all the way to the roof? Why can't I get it out of there? It doesn't want to leave. Still need to get this out. I'm not one for just leaving things somewhere. I want to get that out of there. Pair of pliers is probably what I need. Okay, what about, it's all about what we can do. So we can take this out. I'm pretty sure my Alto doesn't have one of those. And there's something funky going on here with my one as well. Don't know. Maybe I'll put in a bigger tank or something. Now this just made things a lot more dangerous because this is going to allow petrol or gasoline fumes into the mix. So if the GoPro causes a spark, which, you know, I mean, the GoPro is so f***ed up, it'd probably do that, we're going to explode. Look at this primitive ass clip. What the hell? Maybe that's like a reservoir tank in case you fill up the tanks too much. It'll go into here before it spills out of this filler. Maybe that's what that is. I've never seen anything like that before. So that's new for me. Let me get this off here. Yep. Doesn't smell much like gas. Yep. That's probably been on there all of its life. Can we... Alright, shit that just never happens around here happened. All 4 of these screws that seemingly are rusted to shit just all came out perfectly fine without a struggle. Incredible. Right, what else is holding on? It doesn't appear to be anything. Just the rubber seal. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Now we have to get this rubber off here, but I don't really know how because yeah. Can we get this out of here? It goes from the other way. Yeah, that goes out, not in. So that's not going to be of any help to us. Oh, got you loose. Literally just pushing here with my thumb and then rocking this back and forward. And out she comes. Now how does this come out? Do we go this way? Oh wait, the lid. You take the lid off, then it comes right out. Okay, that's not rooted at all. Smells like paint, not like gas, which is a bit of a worry. Yeah, standard Suzuki, screw at the top and bolt at the bottom. That's not standard though, that came out without screwing itself. I mean, this is quite novel. Like, you don't get this in a lot of K cars from my experience, this whole adjustment. That's pretty cool. Ugh. Spider carcass. Right, one seatbelt. To be used or to be... I mean, it's a little bit rusty. It might come up alright with its... if it's sandblasted, but don't know. See. Find out next time on Garage Kei. How does this come off? Okay. Okay, to get this off, you need to pry it off from the bottom and then slide it up to get off that hook at the top there. All right, fine. All right, it's getting too dark to see. So that's it for this. I'll be back at this in the morning.
So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you'd like to see what happens next, press the subscribe button. You're going to want to do that because things start to get interesting from here, just quietly. Yeah, check out the Facebook, check out the Instagrams, check out the merch store. Links are all in the description, things like that. I will see you in the next episode. Later.